Welcome to Pasta with Costa, a video journal where I'll show you some delicious and simple pasta recipes made with shelf-stable ingredients that are perfect for shelter-in-place dining. And hopefully, I can teach you some pasta history along the way. Enjoy! Today's recipe completes the Roman trilogy, pasta alla Gricia. Like amatriciana and carbonara from my two previous videos, Gricia maintains the same base of cured meat and Romano cheese. But whereas the other two dishes add on to that base, Gricia sticks to the fundamentals, creating a very simple, yet flavorful and hearty dish. Yes, pasta alla Gricia is the simplest and probably the oldest of these three Roman classics. Just by looking at the three together, you can see how they're related. Amatriciana adds tomato, carbonara adds egg, while Gricia stops at guanciale and Romano cheese. So it begs the question, what came first? The tomato or the egg? Well, in this case, neither. Prior to the European exploration of the Americas in the late 15th and early 16th centuries, tomatoes did not exist in Europe. But due to what historians call the Columbian Exchange, the Americas introduced Europeans to staples such as the potato, squash, and tomatoes, while the European contributions included livestock, coffee, and smallpox, to name a few. So, pasta alla Gricia is basically the pre-Columbus version of amatriciana. In fact, its nickname is amatriciana bianca, or white amatriciana. Pretty simple ingredients, so let's check them out. For two people, I use a little under a half a pound of pasta. In this case, I use mezzi rigatoni, but regular rigatoni or penne works. Some even use spaghetti. As always, I look for pasta that's labeled bronze dye or di Graniano because of its coarse texture, which will be really important for this dish. A quarter pound of guanciale or pancetta or bacon will do. The meat should be cut into cubes. For a tutorial on how to cut the meat, please check out either my amatriciana or carbonara video. I use a third of a cup of pecorino romano cheese, but have some more in reserve. If needed, you can substitute with parmigiano, but only during this quarantine. Finally, some black pepper and you're ready to go. I told you, this one is simple. Notice I added a slotted spoon to the image. You'll need that soon, so have it ready. Alright, now boil some water and heat up a pan. This dish will be done very quickly. As always, add some salt to a pot of boiling water and throw in your pasta. You will only cook the pasta in this pan for half the required time, so it's not going to be there for long. Meanwhile, put your guanciale or pancetta in a heated pan without adding any other fat. Immediately the meat will start to sweat, and within 5 to 7 minutes it will be a perfect golden brown. Once the meat looks like this, remove the meat with a slotted spoon and set it aside, leaving its fat in the pan. Turn the pan to a low heat. At this point your pasta is probably halfway done, so remove it from its pot and add it to the pan with the guanciale fat. Add at least 2 ladlefuls of pasta water to the pan and toss. You're doing this for 2 reasons. 1, you need to finish cooking the pasta. 2, you want the fat from the meat and the pasta water to form a viscous liquid that will both coat the pasta and eventually emulsify with the cheese. Speaking of cheese, once the pasta water has mostly been absorbed, the pasta should be almost done. Taste one. If it's not, add a bit more water until you feel it's done its job. Once it's ready, begin to add your cheese and toss the pasta. The combination of fat, pasta water, and cheese should now become one paste that is coating the pasta. If you feel the paste is too thick, add more water. If it's too liquidy, add more cheese. Once you've made your adjustments and you're happy with the pasta, add the guanciale to the pan and keep tossing. Once the pasta seems totally coated in this cream, add some black pepper and toss some more. Now you're ready to plate. When plating, definitely add more cheese to the final dish before serving. Then it's time to taste test. My wife is down with this one. I am really happy with the execution. My cat knows better than to eat this much cheese, so he's gonna sit this one out and take a nap. There it is again, pasta alla Gricia with mezzi rigatoni. I like it with the same wine as I drink with Amatriciana, which is Montepulciano d'Abruzzo, but pair it with any red wine that you would enjoy with a meat and cheese plate. Now that the Roman Guanciale trilogy is finished, I promise to do something a little different in future videos. Until then, enjoy this one. As always, stay safe, and see you next time on Pasta with Costa.